What if you could simply flip a switch and instantly access an endless source of power, just like turning on a light? It might seem too good to be true, but Dr. Ernest Holmes believed it's not only possible, it's your birthright. He referred to it as your God-given power, a force already within you, just waiting to be activated. Today I'm going to show you how to flip that switch and change your life forever. Dr. Holmes made this incredible discovery after feeling stuck and powerless in his own life. One day, he realized that the power he was seeking was already inside him. He just needed to tap into it. From that moment on, his life transformed. He went from feeling lost to becoming a spiritual teacher who helped thousands unlock their own divine potential. Imagine you're like a light bulb with unlimited potential. The only problem is you don't know how to turn yourself on. But what if I told you that Dr. Holmes found the secret to lighting up your life? And it's been inside you all along. We're talking about a connection so deep that it changes everything. Dr. Holmes realized that we're not just connected to the divine mind. We are unique expressions of it. Think about that for a moment. You're not separate from the source of all power and wisdom. You are a living, breathing manifestation of it. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Holmes used an analogy to help us understand our connection to the divine. Imagine you're a lamp, but not just any lamp. A lamp plugged into an infinite power source. That's you right now. You're already connected to this limitless energy. The only thing missing is knowing how to flip your switch. But here's the thing. You can't see the electricity, can you? It's invisible. Just like the divine energy flowing through you. Holmes said the mind of God is the only mind that exists because life is within us. This isn't just a feel-good quote. It's a powerful truth that can transform your life. So how do we tap into this invisible power? Holmes taught that it's all about conscious engagement. Just like you need to flip a switch to light up a room, you need to consciously activate your connection to the divine mind. It's not about hoping or wishing. It's about knowing and doing. Let's try a little exercise right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine a bright, glowing cord of energy connecting you to an infinite source of light. Feel that energy flowing into you, filling you with warmth and power. Now repeat after me. I am connected to the divine power. Like electricity, it flows through me, and I can use it to illuminate my path. How does that feel? Pretty amazing, right? That's just a taste of what Dr. Holmes was talking about. He believed that when we truly recognize our connection to the divine mind, we unlock our God-given power. It's like suddenly realizing you've had a superpower all along. But here's the catch. This isn't a one-time deal. Holmes taught that we need to consciously engage with this power every single day. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself of your divine connection. Visualize that cord of energy and feel the power flowing through you. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how does it actually change my life? Let me tell you, when you start seeing yourself as an expression of the divine mind, everything shifts. Suddenly, those big dreams don't seem so impossible. The challenges that used to overwhelm you become opportunities to express your inner divine power. Holmes discovered that when we align ourselves with this divine energy, we begin to manifest our desires in amazing ways. It's not magic. It's about tapping into the infinite wisdom and power already within you. You start making decisions from a place of divine guidance, and you find yourself in the right place at the right time. Opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere, but remember, this is just the first step. Recognizing your connection to the divine mind is like finding the key to a treasure chest. It's exciting, but the real magic happens when you start using that key. In the next section, we'll dive into how you can actively engage with this divine power. We'll explore Holmes's powerful visualization technique that can help you flip that inner switch and let your light shine bright. You've recognized your divine connection, but how do you actually use it? Imagine if activating your God-given power was as easy as flipping a light switch in your mind. Dr. Holmes taught a visualization technique so simple, yet so profound, that it could transform your life instantly. This is where things get really exciting. Dr. Holmes discovered that we can train our minds to tap into this divine energy at will. It's like having a superpower you can activate anytime, anywhere, and the best part is, it's already within you, just waiting to be switched on. So how do we do it? Holmes developed a powerful technique called flipping the mental switch. It's a way to consciously engage with the divine power always flowing through you. Let's try it together right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and picture a light switch in your mind. This switch represents your connection to the divine mind. Now imagine yourself reaching out and flipping that switch on. As you do, visualize a surge of warm, golden energy flowing into you, filling every cell of your body, lighting you up from the inside out. This is your God-given power being activated. Now open your eyes. How do you feel? More energized, more connected? This simple act of visualization can make a world of difference. Holmes believed that this mental exercise could instantly reconnect us to our divine power, especially in moments when we feel disconnected or powerless. But here's the thing, this isn't just a one-time event. Holmes encouraged his students to practice this visualization regularly, making it a habit to flip the switch whenever they needed a boost of divine energy. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger your connection becomes. One of Holmes's students shared a powerful story about using this technique. She was facing a major career decision and felt overwhelmed by fear and doubt. Every morning she practiced flipping her mental switch, visualizing herself filled with divine guidance and confidence. Within weeks, she noticed a shift. New opportunities started appearing, and she found herself making decisions with a sense of clarity and purpose she had never experienced before. This technique isn't about forcing things to happen or controlling the universe. It's about aligning yourself with the divine flow that's already there. So when you flip that mental switch, you're opening yourself up to guidance, inspiration, and opportunities you might have missed before. Remember, you don't need to understand every aspect of how this works to benefit from it. Just like you don't need to know the intricacies of electricity to turn on a light, you don't need to fully comprehend the divine mind to tap into its power. Your job is simply to flip the switch and let the energy flow. I challenge you to try this visualization technique every day for the next week. Whenever you feel stuck, stressed, or disconnected, take a moment to close your eyes and flip that mental switch. Notice how it changes your perspective and opens you up to new possibilities. As you practice this, you might start to notice some interesting changes in your life. Synchronicities may become more frequent. Solutions to problems might appear out of nowhere. You may find yourself in the right place at the right time more often. These are all signs that you're aligning with the divine flow. Now imagine if you could tap into this invisible guidance system at will. What if trusting in something you can't see could be the key to unlocking your full potential? Dr. Ernest Holmes believed that's exactly what we're all capable of doing. He taught that there's a divine force, much like gravity, constantly working in our lives, whether we're aware of it or not. Think about it. Gravity is invisible, yet it's one of the most powerful forces in the universe. You don't need to see it or even understand it fully to benefit from it. Holmes believed the same is true for divine guidance. It's always there, silently shaping our lives, waiting for us to tune in and trust it. Holmes often said, "There is one life, and that life is God. That life is my life now." This isn't just a poetic statement. It's a profound truth that can transform how you navigate life's challenges and opportunities. When you truly grasp that you're connected to this divine life force, you begin to see everything differently. But here's the million-dollar question. How do you actually tap into this invisible guidance? It's not about developing psychic powers or waiting for a burning bush to speak to you. It's much simpler and more powerful than that. It's so straightforward that most people miss it entirely. Dr. Holmes taught that the first step is simply recognizing and trusting in this unseen force. It's about shifting from feeling isolated and unsupported to knowing you're always guided. One practical way to start is by using affirmations. When faced with a challenge or feeling lost, try saying, "I am supported by a force greater than myself," and let those words remind you of your connection to the divine. But it doesn't stop there. Holmes encouraged his students to become more aware of the coincidences in their lives. The moments when you think of someone and they suddenly call, or when you find the exact information you need at the perfect time. These aren't random events. They're signs of divine guidance. Pay attention to these synchronicities. They are like little clues leading you toward your highest good. The more you notice them, the clearer the connection becomes, like tuning into a radio station. At first, there may be static, but as you tune in, the signal becomes clearer. However, this isn't about waiting passively for the universe to hand you everything on a platter. It's about actively engaging with the divine force that's always at work in your life. It's about making decisions from a place of trust and inner knowing rather than fear or doubt. Holmes believed that when we align with this divine guidance, we access wisdom much greater than our own limited understanding. Suddenly, solutions to problems appear, and opportunities we never imagined begin to unfold. It's not magic. It's simply tapping into the infinite possibilities within the universe. How can you start trusting this invisible guidance today? Begin by setting an intention each morning to stay open to divine direction throughout the day. Pause and ask, what is the divine guidance telling me in this moment? Then listen. The answer might come as an intuitive feeling, an idea, or the words of a friend. Holmes also suggested a powerful practice. At the end of each day, reflect on the moments when you felt guided or supported. Where did things flow effortlessly? What unexpected blessings came your way? Reflecting in this way helps train your mind to recognize divine guidance more easily. But what about those times that feel like curses or setbacks? Holmes had a radical perspective on life's challenges that can completely change the way you view your struggles. What if the very thing causing you stress right now is actually your ticket to deep personal growth? Dr. Holmes believed every challenge is an opportunity for growth. He taught that our problems aren't really problems. They're invitations to tap into our inner wisdom and express our true divine nature. This shift in perspective can change how you approach challenges. Holmes often said, "The problem is not the problem is our perspective on the problem." Consider this. What if the issue you're struggling with isn't the real problem? What if the true challenge lies in how you're perceiving it? To explore this, think about a problem you're facing right now. Instead of focusing on how difficult it is, ask yourself, what is this situation inviting me to learn or become? This small change in perspective can open up a world of possibilities. Holmes believed that every challenge is an opportunity to engage with divine wisdom. It's as if the universe is giving you a chance to strengthen your spiritual muscles. For example, if you're facing financial struggles, instead of seeing it as a dead end, view it as a prompt to explore new income sources or get creative with your resources. Maybe it's encouraging you to finally start that side business you've been dreaming of, or to learn valuable skills in managing money. Similarly, if you're dealing with a difficult relationship, instead of seeing it as a source of stress, view it as a chance to practice patience, improve communication, or establish healthy boundaries. Every challenge is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Remember, this isn't about ignoring your problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about shifting your perspective to see every situation as an opportunity for growth. When we align ourselves with divine wisdom, we can transform any challenge into an opportunity for expansion. Here's a challenge. For the next week, whenever you face difficulty, pause and ask, how can I grow from this? Notice how this simple question changes your approach to challenges. You might be surprised by the new insights and solutions that arise when you embrace this perspective. And remember, you're not alone in this. Holmes taught that we are all connected to an infinite source of wisdom and power. When facing challenges, take a moment to connect with that divine energy. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and affirm, I am guided by divine wisdom. This challenge is an opportunity for growth and to express my true self. As you practice this shift in perspective, you may notice interesting changes in your life. Challenges that once overwhelmed you might start feeling more manageable. You may approach problems with more creativity and confidence. Most importantly, you'll begin to see yourself as someone who grows through difficulties rather than being defeated by them. Now that you've mastered reframing challenges, are you ready to enhance your manifestation abilities? Imagine being able to communicate your desires to the universe so clearly that it has no choice but to respond. Dr. Holmes discovered a technique that makes this possible, and it might surprise you how simple it is. Have you ever felt like your prayers weren't being heard, as though you were speaking a different language than the universe? According to Dr. Holmes, you might have been. He believed we've been praying incorrectly all along and had a revolutionary idea about how to fix it. Holmes taught that visualization is a powerful form of prayer. It's not just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's a way to communicate directly with the divine mind. When you create vivid mental images of your desires, you're speaking the language of the universe. The universe doesn't speak human language. It speaks in energy and images. By visualizing, you're aligning your thoughts and emotions with the very fabric of reality. Holmes explained, "There is one infinite mind from which all things come. Every time a person thinks, they use it. Your thoughts tap into the same creative force that shapes the entire universe. But here's the key. It's not enough to simply think about what you want. You must feel it and experience it in your mind as if it's already real." Holmes believed that emotional engagement is what supercharges your visualizations. Let's try a simple exercise right now. Close your eyes and imagine something you truly want in your life. Whether it's a new job, a loving relationship, or perfect health. Now don't just picture it, feel it. Imagine the joy, excitement, and gratitude you would feel if this desire were already your reality. Let those emotions wash over you. How did it feel? That energetic feeling is the power of visualization. You're not just thinking about your desire, you're actually experiencing it emotionally. According to Holmes, this is when the magic truly happens. But here's the key. Visualization isn't a one-time thing. Holmes emphasized that consistency is crucial. He encouraged people to visualize daily, explaining that the seeds of your desires take time to grow and must be nurtured through regular visualization practices. So how can you make visualization a consistent part of your spiritual routine? Here are a few suggestions. Dedicate a specific time each day for visualization. Just 5 to 10 minutes can make a big difference. Create a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Begin with deep breathing to calm your mind and prepare for a receptive state. Engage all your senses during your visualizations. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel? Conclude your visualization with gratitude, acting as if your desire has already come true. Remember, visualization isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about aligning with the universe's infinite possibilities and opening yourself up to receive what's already waiting for you. As you practice visualization, you may begin noticing interesting changes. Opportunities that align with your desires could start appearing more frequently, and decisions may seem to naturally guide you toward your goals. This is what Holmes meant when he said that visualization helps us align with the divine flow. But while you've learned how to visualize, are you truly living in alignment with the divine mind? There's a missing piece that could be preventing you from fully manifesting your desires. Dr. Holmes discovered a daily spiritual practice that could be the key you've been searching for. Let's talk about something that could completely change your life in just 10 minutes a day. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, Dr. Ernest Holmes discovered that consistency is the key when it comes to tapping into your divine power. Holmes believed our connection to the divine mind is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it gets. But there's a catch. You need to exercise it daily. Even a short daily practice can make a significant difference in maintaining that connection. So, what does this daily practice look like? It's simpler than you might think. Holmes recommended a combination of meditation, gratitude, and affirmations. Here's how to do it. Start your day with a few minutes of quiet meditation. This isn't about emptying your mind or achieving a mystical state. but simply about creating space to connect with the divine energy within you. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and feel that connection. Practice gratitude. Holmes believed gratitude acts like a magnet for abundance. Take a moment to list 3 things you're thankful for, big or small, and truly feel the emotion of gratitude. Use affirmations to set your intention for the day. Holmes suggested affirmations like, "I know there is a power for good which is responding to me and bringing into my experience everything necessary for my growth." Feel the truth of these words as you say them. Now I know what you're thinking. I don't have time for all this. But here's the thing. Holmes found that even 10 minutes a day could make a world of difference. It's not about the length of time, but the consistency of the practice. Holmes often said, "What the world needs is spiritual conviction, followed by spiritual experience." This daily routine helps turn spiritual conviction into tangible experience, making your connection to the divine mind a living, breathing part of your daily life. Holmes encouraged his students to try this practice for 7 days in a row, believing that within a week, they'd notice significant changes in their lives. You might feel more centered, more in tune with your intuition, and more open to the opportunities around you. Remember, it's not about forcing things to happen. It's about aligning with the natural flow of divine energy and allowing abundance to come to you. As you practice this routine, you may find yourself making decisions with more clarity and confidence, and noticing more synchronicities and fortunate coincidences. Here's a challenge for you. Commit to this 10-minute routine for the next 7 days. Set a reminder on your phone if you need to. After each practice, notice how you feel. Are you calmer, more focused, more optimistic? Keep a journal of your experiences. You might be surprised by what you discover. And here's a secret. This practice isn't just for the morning. You can use elements of it throughout your day. Feeling stressed at work? Take a deep breath and repeat your affirmation. Stuck in traffic? Use that time to practice gratitude. The more you integrate these practices into your daily life, the stronger your connection to the divine mind becomes. Now let's shift focus for a moment. Have you considered the power of your emotions? There's a reason why some people seem to effortlessly manifest abundance, while others face resistance. Your emotions are the energetic frequency that aligns you with the universe's infinite possibilities. It turns out that your feelings could be the missing link in your spiritual journey toward manifestation. Dr. Ernest Holmes understood that our emotions are like a sacred language, a divine dialogue we use to communicate with the universe. He taught that feeling joy and gratitude, as if your desires are already fulfilled, is the true magic behind manifestation. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about deeply feeling them in every fiber of your being. This emotional alignment is where the real power of manifestation unfolds, allowing us to co-create with the infinite power of God. Think about it. When you're excited about something, doesn't it seem like the whole world conspires to make it happen? That's because your emotions are sending powerful signals to the universe. Holmes discovered that these feelings are the fuel for your manifestations. They act like a magnet, attracting experiences that match your emotional state. But here's the catch. It's not just about feeling good occasionally. Holmes taught that we need to practice emotional alignment throughout our day. It's about consistently choosing emotions that match the life we want to create. Sounds simple, right? But let me tell you, it's a game changer. How do we do this? Holmes suggested starting with gratitude. Take a moment right now to think of 3 things you're grateful for and truly feel that gratitude in your heart. Notice how your energy shifts. That's the power of emotional alignment in action. Now try this exercise. Close your eyes and imagine your dream life. Whether it's a successful career, a loving relationship, or perfect health. Instead of just picturing it, feel it. Feel the joy, excitement, and peace that comes with living that reality. Holmes believed that when we feel these emotions as if our desires are already fulfilled, we align more deeply with the divine mind. But don't stop there. Holmes encouraged us to carry these emotions with us throughout the day. When you're stuck in traffic, instead of feeling frustrated, tap into the emotion of your dream life. When you're doing mundane tasks, infuse them with the joy of your desired reality. It's about living as though your dreams have already come true. Now I know what you might be thinking. What if I don't feel good all the time? Holmes had an answer for that too. He taught that we can choose our emotions, just like we choose our thoughts. It takes practice, but it's possible. Start small. Each day, choose one positive emotion to focus on, whether it's joy, love, or excitement. Whenever you notice yourself slipping into negative emotions, gently guide yourself back to your chosen feeling. Remember, this isn't about denying your true feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It's about consciously choosing emotions that align with your desires and recognizing that your feelings are powerful creators in your life. As you practice emotional alignment, you may start to notice fascinating changes. Opportunities that match your desires might show up more frequently, and you may find yourself making decisions that naturally lead you toward your goals. This is what Holmes meant when he said that emotions are the fuel for manifestation. But here's the most important part. Don't wait to feel good until your desires manifest. Feel good now. Now choose joy. Live in gratitude now, because according to Holmes, this is how you create the energetic match for what you want to experience. You've learned how to align your emotions with your desires. But what happens when things don't go as planned? Dr. Holmes uncovered a surprising truth. The key to unlocking your dreams might lie in the art of surrender. Could letting go be the missing link in your manifestation journey? Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to make something happen, the more it seems to slip away? It's like trying to catch water with your hands. The tighter you grip, the more it escapes. Dr. Ernest Holmes discovered a powerful truth that could change everything for you. He called it surrendering to the divine flow. It's the secret that can elevate your manifestation practice. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't surrender like giving up? But here's the key. Holmes wasn't talking about quitting. He was referring to a deeper trust in the universe, recognizing that there's a divine wisdom at work in your life, a wisdom that knows what's truly best for you. Holmes believed that when we surrender to this divine flow, we open ourselves up to blessings beyond our wildest dreams. It's like stepping into a river and letting it carry you, rather than struggling against the current. You may find yourself in a better place than where you were trying to swim on your own. But how do you practice surrender? Holmes suggested a simple affirmation to align with divine guidance. I trust the process of life. and allow my divine guidance to lead me. Try saying that now and feel the weight lift off your shoulders as you let go of the need to control everything. Surrendering can feel scary. We're often used to trying to force things to happen through sheer willpower. However, Holmes discovered that true power comes from aligning with the infinite wisdom of the universe. It's about co-creating with the divine, not struggling against it. Let me share a story that highlights this. There was a man who had struggled financially for years. No matter how hard he worked or how many vision boards he created, he couldn't get ahead. Then he learned about Holmes's concept of surrender. Instead of obsessing over his bank account, he focused on feeling abundant and trusting that the universe would provide. He let go of his tight grip on finances and started looking for ways to be generous with what he had. Within months, unexpected opportunities began to show up. He received a job offer with double his current salary, and an investment he had forgotten about paid off. His story is not unique. Time and again, Holmes saw that when people surrendered to the divine flow, miracles happened. How can you practice surrender in your life? Here's an exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine all your worries and fears as balloons in your hands. Let each balloon go, watching them float away into the sky. Feel the lightness that comes with releasing the need to control everything. Remember, surrender doesn't mean becoming passive. It's about trusting in higher wisdom while still taking inspired action. Being open to guidance and opportunities that may have been missed when you were too busy trying to force things. As you practice surrender, you may notice amazing changes in your life. Things that used to stress you out may suddenly feel easier. Opportunities you never imagined might appear. You may find yourself feeling more peaceful, joyful, and in tune with the flow of life. Now that you're in sync with the flow of life, it's time to sharpen your spiritual senses. Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right, even when it didn't make logical sense? Dr. Holmes believed this wasn't just a coincidence. It was evidence of something much deeper. Could your intuition be the key to unlocking your full divine potential? Holmes taught that intuition is more than just a hunch or random thought. It's the voice of the divine speaking directly to you. Imagine having a personal hotline to the universe, always offering you wisdom and guidance. That's how Holmes viewed intuition. However, many of us have been trained to ignore this inner voice, prioritizing logic and reason above all else. Holmes found that this blocks us from receiving divine guidance. He believed that intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So how do you tap into this divine wisdom? Holmes suggested starting small. Pay attention to those little nudges throughout the day. An urge to call a friend or sudden inspiration to try something new. Instead of dismissing them, try acting on these thoughts. Holmes believed each person's intuition is uniquely tailored to them. It's not about following someone else's path, but trusting your own inner guidance. Here's a simple exercise. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and ask yourself a question you've been struggling with. Don't try to figure out the answer with your mind. Notice what feelings or images come up. This is your intuition speaking. Intuition often comes as a subtle feeling or quiet voice, so it's important to create stillness in your day to hear it clearly. Once you receive intuitive guidance, act on it. Holmes taught that taking action based on intuition strengthens your connection to the divine mind. It's like telling the universe, I'm listening, and I trust what you're telling me. Even if you misinterpret your intuition, Holmes believed the act of listening and following it still strengthens your connection to divine wisdom. Let me share a story to illustrate this. There was a woman feeling stuck in her career for years. One day she had an urge to take a different route to work. Though it didn't make logical sense, the route was longer. She followed her intuition. Along the way, she saw a job fair sign, stopped in, and ended up finding her dream job. This small act of following intuition led to a major positive change in her life. As you trust and act on your intuition, you may notice amazing changes in your life. You could find yourself in the right place at the right time more often. Solutions to problems might appear out of nowhere, and you may feel more at peace and aligned with your purpose. Your intuition is your direct line to divine wisdom. Trust it, nurture it, and watch as your life unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways. Your intuition is a powerful guide, but it's not the whole story. What if every thought you have is shaping your reality? Dr. Holmes revealed an important truth about the connection between our inner world and outer reality. Every thought you have is shaping your life right now. Holmes believed in the principle of cause and effect. Your thoughts are the cause, and your experiences are the effect. You're constantly broadcasting a signal to the universe, and the universe is responding. When you're in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong. Your negative thoughts create negative experiences. But when you're in a positive mindset, opportunities and good things flow your way. So, how do you harness this power? Holmes introduced a simple but profound practice: positive affirmations. These are statements you repeat to affirm the reality you want to create. It's like reprogramming your mind. Here's a powerful affirmation. I know there is a power for good, which is responding to me and bringing into my experience everything necessary for my unfoldment. Say that to yourself and feel the power of the words. Holmes encouraged making affirmations a daily practice. Start each day by affirming the good you want to see. Here are more affirmations to try. I am connected to infinite wisdom and power every day, in every way, and I trust in the process of life and allow my divine guidance to lead me. Affirmations aren't empty words. They are tools to reshape your reality. As you repeat them, you're rewiring your brain to focus on the positive and see opportunities where you might have missed them. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing where to focus your mental energy and realizing that you have the power to shape your reality through your thoughts and beliefs. Here's my challenge to you. For the next week, start each day with a positive affirmation that resonates with you. Repeat it with feeling and notice how it affects your mood, your interactions, and the opportunities that come your way. You might be surprised at how quickly things start to shift. To wrap it up, you've learned about the power inside you. Dr. Holmes showed us that we're all connected to the divine mind and can shape our reality with our thoughts and emotions. This isn't just for a chosen few, it's your birthright. Start small, practice visualization, gratitude, or affirmations, and be patient with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a new mindset, but stick with it, and you'll see amazing changes. I'd love to hear how these ideas are working for you.